Hey guys, so from this to this, stay with us to see how we did that. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Super excited today. We'll be painting that Elantra that you probably have seen some videos on World Mechanics. We're uploading some there too. We bought it from Copart with some rear end damage, and today guys we will be painting the rear quarter panel right here. But what we'll be doing actually, we will be blending the paint, so we don't need to spread the whole AP over there. And we'll be blending the paint about right here and blend the clear coat there. So, okay, let me turn the light on a little bit, so you will see what we need to do. Okay, right here now, as you can see, we use 2000 sandpaper wet sanding procedure, and we got up to here. Because we'll be blending the clear coat here, you want to make sure that it's not shiny, otherwise it will peel and you won't be able to blend it good. So we're almost ready guys. The only thing that we need to do, just spray a little bit of primer here and there where our bond is showing, and we'll be ready to start on it. Another thing guys, let me show you what we got. We purchased this DeWalt air compressor. It's a 6 gallon, but it's pretty quick and it fills up to 165 pounds. So that's quite a bit of air for being so little. That's what we'll be using. We used it for another project recently. That thing works amazing. Video is not sponsored or anything like that. Just want to show you the things that we use guys, and tools that are good and not good. So we will leave a review about those. So stay with us now. Okay guys, so as you can see we have everything prepared here. Everything is wrapped. So what we're going to do, we'll just paint the rear quarter panel. Also, you can see that we have the trunk lid there on the inside, because you have to paint the inside first and then the outside. So stay with us, we'll show you what we're going to use. We use a surface prep wipe. Okay, those are amazing guys. It removes grease, wax. If you have any grease from your fingers, that thing works amazing. We'll definitely recommend it. Okay, and you just go over it. It's a wet wipe. Cleans really good. You let it dry before you paint, but it usually doesn't take very long, to be honest with you. A couple minutes and it's dry. As you can see on top, it already started drying. So we are ready to add the paint to the gun now. Always make sure that you use a mesh, okay? Because if you don't, if you get a flake or something in the gun, it will not spray right and you will need to redo the paint job. Okay, that's the paint that we use. Again, nothing sponsored in this video guys, just we show you what products we use and what works good for us. If you have any suggestions, just let us know. We learn from one another. You always have to use a full face mask, painting mask. We don't use the right equipment, but that's very dangerous for your health. That's why this video is just for entertainment purpose. So we're ready to spray. Usually I go about 20 to 30, okay, PSI on the gun. And the first coat will be very light. Always adjust it on something before you start painting. Okay, and with the paint I'm gonna go up to here. Okay, so I can start on one very light coat. This is the foundation coat now. Alright guys, the second coat will be a little bit thicker, but make sure it doesn't run. This is metallic. If you make it too thick, it's not good, it's heavy. We'll do 3 coats most likely. The third one will be light with more air. We'll show you what else we're gonna do so we can make the metallic pop out more. So let's do the second coat now. Alright guys, the last one, I'm going to increase the air pressure a little bit and we'll spray for more distance. That way the metallic will spread more even and it will pop out a little bit more, because this paint has quite a bit of metallic, the factory paint. Okay, so I'll just increase probably by 5 psi. Okay, perfect. And go one more time from higher distance, like that. Okay, that's it. We use a Finish One clear coat. It's very inexpensive and it works really good. We like that thing. It comes with 3 different kind of activators. They have slow, fast and medium, depending on the temperature. So you can see when you order one what you need. Alright guys, so it's important now how you blend the clear coat, so you can buff it and make it invisible line. So what you need to do, okay, you can notice on the camera now, that's where we stop with the paint. We wet sand it up to here with 2000 sandpaper, so we're gonna stop about right here. Okay, so what we are going to do now, okay, we'll get a shop towel, okay, masking tape, painter's tape for cars, okay, and we will lay it like that. Okay, next what you need to do, guys, okay, you will need to flip it. Okay, flip it like that, okay, and this way now, okay, we're going to apply 2 tapes, okay, right here, not very tight, okay, so we don't have a sharp edge, because if you have a sharp edge, it's really hard to blend. Okay, and we will apply one more there just in case, so it doesn't flip on the other side. Okay, and as you can see, the edge is not very sharp, and you'll see how we're going to blend it once we're done painting. So stay with us, guys. I forgot to mention, we'll do the same thing on the bottom as well. Alright guys, now some people do 1 coat, some do 2. Most likely we will do 1. So it's important to spray the clear coat right. If you spray too much, it's going to run. It will make a drop, which is not pretty at all. You can fix it, wet sand it, fix it, but it's really hard to do that. If you don't spray enough, you have little pinholes. So stay with us, I'm gonna demonstrate what you need to spray for. Okay, let me just spray a little bit here now. You need to make sure that you get all the edges first. I'll just do a little bit because I need to put my mask. Okay, 1 second and I'm gonna show you what we need to do. Okay, so now I'll paint right here, guys. Okay, right here on the side I'm going to paint. Okay, let me show you now. Let me get some extra light so I can demonstrate a little bit better. Okay. Okay, now you can see. Let me see. Okay, like that. No, that's too much light. Let me spray a little bit and show you what exactly you need to do. Okay, so now if you come from this angle, okay, right here, you can see the little dots, right? Those are little dots right there, guys. You can see that's not enough clear coat. You come to this point, look at that now. It's one uniform color. So pretty much half a second before it gets shiny you have to stop, otherwise you have runs. Alright guys, this is the finished result as you can see. So we're gonna wait for it to dry about 24 hours and we'll proceed with the next step. We'll show you what we need to do. So we'll get masking tape now, painter's tape, and we're going to cover everything else that we are not going to get rid of orange peel or anything like that. This is because we'll be wet sanding and you don't want to cover sand, wet sand the door because it's already good. So gotta make sure that you protect the rest of the car, okay? And especially seals for windows, you can see like that. Those are the ones that you need to cover because otherwise sometimes the rubbing compound it's hard to get out of and they'll look white. Okay, you can see right here we put more tape. Next you're going to need 2000 sandpaper, okay, soft bulk. And we're going to get the paper, sandpaper on the bulk, and we're going to dip it in water, just clean water. Usually we go about body temperature water. And you're going to start sanding the spot, okay, where the two clear coats meet. It's very important to apply a little bit more pressure on the new clear coat because it's thicker than the old one. You have to be very careful not to go through the old clear coat because it's thin. And if you go through it, you have to clear coat it again. It's a little bit more complicated procedure, so you have to like take your time and be really careful, okay? So you can see it's gonna take a little bit of time, and then we're going to wet sand the rest of the quarter panel to show you how to get rid of orange peel. You can actually start with 1500 sandpaper if you have more orange peel, but we don't have so much this time, so we'll just stick to the 2000 this time. Okay, and what it should look like when you're done, guys, and you rinse it off and dry it, we'll show you what it looks like, but it should be like you shouldn't have any pinholes and things like that. Oh guys, forgot to mention, it's very important just to go back and forth, never sand in a circle, because otherwise you will not be able to polish it easy and you'll be able to see scratches in the paint. So always go just back and forth, and preferably do not have any jewelry like rings and stuff on your hands. Don't ask why we do, because if you have something like a ring, you can easily scratch the paint while you're doing that. Okay guys, so we rinsed it off and now we're going to dry it, remove all the tape because it's a wet tape, and you don't want to have any water when you're dealing with the rubbing compound and machine polish and things like that, because it will be not very effective. So remove all the tape now, and we'll have to install a new one later at a few places. So let me show you now what we're striving for, guys. Oh yeah, so where it's dry now, let me show you. Okay, that's what you should have. Okay, you see, like no holes. You can see a few right here, like little pinholes. This means that you still have a little bit of orange peel. The good news is that the car still has some original factory orange peel when you look. Okay, check it out. It's not like perfect either. So we're going to leave just a little bit to replicate the original orange peel of the paint, because otherwise this one will be smooth as glass. If you keep sanding to make it without a single hole, it's going to be smooth as glass. So now we'll let it dry again and we'll continue with the next step. Stay with us. Okay guys, so what we're going to use now, we have that buffer, okay, right here. We usually go about between 19 and 2000 RPMs. We use the Perfect Series 3M rubbing compounds. With the first one will be the rubbing compound, the second one is machine polish. What we're going to do, we'll just apply a thin layer out of the sun, which is very important. Never do that in the sun. Okay, a thin layer, and usually if you have a big area to work, don't work all at the same time. Okay, just half of it. If it's a door, just do half of it. If it's like a fender or something, usually you can do the whole thing at once. It really depends on the temperature and all that stuff. Also at the end we'll do another thing that will prevent the clear coat fading from the UV rays. So stay with us to see what we're going to use at the end now. Okay guys, so it's important to use a face mask. If you do that, we'll go at about 1900 RPMs now. You can read on the different compounds use different recommendations, but 1900 works really good for us. Go back and forth. Okay, so we'll actually go ahead and apply one more layer, but first we'll finish the rest of it and we'll come for another layer. You need most likely two. Okay, you can see the shine, how it brings the shine out of the paint, but two is recommended, guys. Guys, we're ready with the rubbing compound. Now what we're doing, we get a microfiber towel. When we get a microfiber towel, we're going to wipe everything, okay, and we'll be ready to use the machine polish after that. So actually for the machine polish, you don't even need to have the tape most of the times, unless you want to protect rubber sealings if you're doing that for the first time, like that, but usually it's easier to clean. Okay, those are the microfiber towels, they work amazing. Okay, for the machine polish we're going to use a soft foam pad now. Make sure that they're clean every time you use it, okay? And now we will apply a thin layer. Again, we'll do about 2 coats of that. 1 or 2, really depends, but we'll recommend 2. It doesn't take too long, and usually you will not use as much as the rubbing compound. The machine polish you use less of it because it's more greasy. And actually after that you can use a third one, number 3. But instead of 3 we use something else. We'll show you what we do in a little bit. So we'll do the whole panel this time. Okay, and again at about 1900 to 2000 RPMs. Alright guys, check it out how much better that thing looks. Okay, we'll do one more coat and you'll see what else we need to do. Next we're using NEEWER. This one is made by Chemical, guys, and again guys, everything in this video is purchased by us, nothing is sponsored. Just materials that we use. This one is a nanotech, really good thing. When you apply this one, it preserves the clear coat and it does not fade from the UV sun rays. Okay, we will apply this one by hand, a thin layer, and after that we'll wipe it with a microfiber towel. And we're gonna go take it to the sun and see our end result. Alright guys, we took it in the sun so we can show you better. Usually imperfections will be shown in the sun really good. This dent there, we'll be fixing it paintless dent repair soon. We got a little bit dusty here on the dirt road, but check it out, okay? Zero orange peel now. Check it out how shiny it is. Okay, and check out how we blended the paint. You cannot even tell. I'm gonna change the angle a little bit, okay? Watch. It's almost impossible to tell. You have to know about that spot to be able to notice it, and down there as well. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and see you guys next time.